Welcome to a new video and a new trap. And the game started with e4, c5, Sicilian defense, knight f3, knight c6, d4, cd4, knight d4, knight f6, knight c3, and e5. And this is, as mentioned, the Sicilian defense, Pelikan and Sveshnikov variations. Knight d to b5, d6, bishop to g5, a6, knight a3, b5, bishop take f6, g take f6, knight to d5, f5, g3, fe4, bishop g2, bishop e6, bishop take e4, bishop g7, queen to h5, rook to c8, rook to d1, knight to e7. Until now, it seems like it's a theory and well-known variation. And at this point of the game, everything is okay, but white played queen to g5. And this is like a strategical blunder or mistake or bad move. Why is that? Because after this move, white is forced to exchange two active pieces for two passive pieces. Like the two active pieces for white are the knight on d5 and the queen on g5. And the two passive pieces for black is the bishop on g7 and the queen on d8. So when you have active pieces, you don't exchange them with the passive pieces, especially when you are somehow attacking and you have the initiative and you can benefit from your position. Maybe it's better, instead of playing queen to g5, playing c3, rook c5, and knight b to b4, knight to b4. And this is a transposition to the main line, when it's a slight advantage for white. Back to the game, after queen to g5, knight take d5. Of course, now the exchanges of the pieces now start. And queen takes g7, queen to f6. Now this is a tactical trick. Queen f6, knight f6, and bishop to b7, trying to take a pawn. Rook to c7, attacking the bishop. Bishop take a6, and b4, attacking the knight. Knight to b5, and rook take c2. And as mentioned, now instead of having the initiative for white, he starts to defend or to have a passive position. Castles and king to e7, and now that the other rook is ready to join the game. Rook take d6, and as you see now, the pieces of the white pieces are somehow not coordinated with each other, and maybe there is some weakness. Rook attacking the knight because the knight is protecting the rook on d6. Rook e1 attacking the e5 pawn, and now rook to c5. And after this move, white resigned because it's how to protect one of the pieces, and white is going to lose some material and without compensation, and his game is somehow is losing. So After knight to e7, it's better to play c3 and not going to simplification or exchanging some pieces with queen to g5. So this is the strategical blunder. Not always there is a tactical blunder or some bad move with the losing material, but maybe strategically uh, you commit some error and start to change the nature of the position, so you lose. Of course, in this position, you have the initiative and you are attacking and you are having good pressure against the black pieces and the black camp. You don't exchange. And this is the game between two grandmasters. So this is how sometimes you lose your game without doing a fatal error or so obvious blunders. So be careful and study your opening and your game very well and prepare. Thank you for watching and see you next video and next trap. Bye.